Hello, my name's Nicola and I want to share a story with you. I've got here my boots that I go dog walking in. I wonder who else would wear Wellington boots. Perhaps a gardener, or perhaps a fireman. But in this story, it's a farmer wearing Wellington boots. The story is about a man who owned a farm who had 2 sons. Shall we hear the story? I've got some things inside my boots to help me tell the story and some things inside my book box to help me. So our story begins on a farm. And there was a father who had 2 sons. And the youngest son, he was fed up being on the farm, and he said to his father, I want all the money that you're going to give me later on. I want you to give me it now. And the father said, oh, all right. And he gave him the money. Can you hear? It's a little bag of money. Well, the son decided he would take the money and he would go on a journey. Can you walk with me? I'm going to use my boots. He went a very, very, very long way away from home. Are you walking? He walked and he walked and he walked all the way to a city. I've got lots of buildings here to put down for the city. And he walked a long, long way. So we'll make him walk all that way. Here he goes, walking with the money. And when he got there, he took the money that he had from his father and he started to spend it. And he gave his money to various things and bought things and clothes and fine food. And soon he had lots of friends who were all joining in and helping him spend all that money. And soon all the money had gone. His purse was empty. And as the money had gone, so did his friends start to go. And soon there was just him, all alone, with nothing left in his purse. Well, he needed to do something so that he could make some money to eat. And he went to work feeding, what's this? Some pigs. It was a dirty, dirty job. And all he had to eat was what the pigs had to eat in their trough. And he ate what the pigs were eating. And he ended up in all the mud and dirt with the pigs. And as he was doing that, he thought, if I was with my father at home, I'd be able to work on the farm. And he thought, perhaps if I go home and say sorry to my dad, perhaps he'll let me work on the farm. And then I would be close to being back home again with my family. So he set off walking back home. Can you do some more walking? Walking, oh, more walking, walking home. And his father had been watching and waiting, hoping his son would come home. And his father ran all the way to meet him and gave him a big hug. Shall we do some running? Can you do some running now? Do some running. He ran all the way to meet him, gave him a big hug and said, come home, I'm so pleased. And the son said, I'm really sorry. And the dad said, I'm just so glad you're home. And come into the house and we'll have a big party. So together they had a big party. The other son, he wasn't so sure about having a celebration. He said, I've been working really hard on the farm. But the father said, I've loved you all the time. But my son who was lost has been found. So come and celebrate, and let's celebrate that he's back with us. So they celebrated together. That's a lovely story. And that story is one that Jesus told because he wanted the people who were following him to know just how much God loves us, so much more even than the Father loved the Son in the story. God loves us and welcomes us with a big hug. Now, I've been making something today. Would you like to have a look? I have drawn round my hands and I've got some handprints and I've made a face. Let me bring it closer to you so you can see. And it says underneath the face, God is loving and forgiving. God loves you. And you can fold the arms and give a big hug. Wonder if you'd like to make something like that. All you need is some paper and you can draw around your hands, get someone to help you cut them out and then stick them on the paper and you can make a big hug. I hope you have fun making that. Now then, someone's been watching this story. Shall we see who it is? Can you see? Oh, it's Big Ted sitting with Little Ted has been listening to the story today. What's that, Big Ted? Look behind the cushion. You want me to look behind the cushion? Okay. What's behind the cushion? Little Ted, what's behind the cushion? Oh, what is it? Oh, it's a first aid and survival kit. Is that yours? It is. Ted says we're going to use that in next week's story. Do come and listen with me. I hope to see you soon. Bye.